Having conviction in your abilities to get shit done and to achieve the life that you've always dreamed about, you've always visualized this shit ever since you were a little kid. You've always wanted to be a millionaire. You always wanted to have the nice cars, the nice houses. And the only way you'll be able to make that happen is if you actually believe in yourself. And this is so cliche advice, you know what I'm saying? Everyone says, just believe in yourself, bro. But how do you do that? How do you just believe in yourself? Like, this is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? No one actually tells you how to believe in yourself. And depending on who you ask, we're all going to have different answers. For me personally in my life, I've started asking myself this question recently of, do I even feel like I deserve to be the best version of myself? Do I think I deserve to be this motherfucker that I've always dreamed about inside of my mind? And the truth is, no. You know, I can't say with 100% certainty and with 100% authority that I deserve to be this motherfucker that I've always dreamed of being. And until I can actually say that with full conviction, I don't believe I deserve the reality which I so crave and I so desire. You know what I'm saying? Because conviction is everything. If you have the wrong mindset, no matter how much action you take, you'll be going day in, day out, constantly obsessing over this goal, being relentlessly dedicated to this vision that you've always had within your mind. And for some reason, you'll feel like there's a missing piece of the puzzle, like something is just not clicking. And you'll be like, holy shit, I'm putting in all this work and it's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's for nothing because I'm not getting any progress. And even if you do make some progress to some extent, because, you know, you putting in all of this work, I mean, you have to make at least some progress. The only thing that will be in the back of your mind is, I could do more. I have so much more untapped potential within me. So even when, you know, you achieve like a $10K month, you still won't be happy because you know that you're capable of doing $100K month. You know what I'm saying? Success is all relative. You know, to some people, 10K, that's good because that is their ceiling of their potential. But to some people, you know, making millions a month isn't even enough. You know what I'm saying? It's all relative. It's all a perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Everything in life is a matter of perspective. But the one thing that isn't a matter of perspective is, if you don't believe in your capabilities, if you don't believe in yourself, and most importantly, if you don't know, and not just believe, if you don't know that you will be the motherfucker that you've always wanted to be, then you won't be that motherfucker. It's as simple as that. And this is what most people, you know, just don't tell you. Like, I've never been told this advice by anyone. I've searched on YouTube for years and years on end, trying to find out what I'm missing from my life. I've always been, you know, very like social media addict or like a YouTube addict. I've always tried to find the best pieces of knowledge out there. And this is one thing that I couldn't find ever. You know what I'm saying? Conviction is the one thing that nobody can teach you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have conviction in yourself, even when someone tells you, oh yeah, well, just believe in yourself. Okay, how do I do that? You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, I think that you develop conviction and you develop belief in your capabilities by reinforcing the identity in which you want to live. And what I mean by that is, if you want to be this great entrepreneur and you want to have the cars, the houses, the bitches, if you want to have all of these things, then you need to act like the motherfucker who has the houses, who has the cars, and who has the bitches. You need to act and embody that motherfucker. You know, and the more and more you do that, the more you'll be in the feeling and the state of that version of yourself. So the problem right now is that you're unfamiliar to this feeling of success. You know, the same way with that, when I just started my journey, I was like, what does success even feel like? You know what I'm saying? Because having a lot of money, having all of this shit that you want, it comes with a lot of responsibility. And you have to take accountability for the fact that if you fuck up or you don't do your taxes or whatever, like that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a level of responsibility that most people haven't had in their life, including me. So until you can fully conceive this idea within your head of what it would be like to be a successful motherfucker, you won't be able to achieve that version of yourself. Conviction is the number one most important thing. And it's the reason why I said it's almost more important than the action itself is because, once again, you could do the right actions for decades, for thousands of years, but if it's not accompanied with the right mindset, if you don't have the right mental model going into whatever you're doing, then you're just fighting an uphill battle. And the end will always be the same. You'll be falling short of your potential. So yeah, conviction is a very powerful thing. It's something that, anyone can tell you. Even, I'm telling you right now, have conviction in your capabilities. Be convinced that you're going to achieve the life that you want. And as much as I say that, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I understand that this shit is hard. I'm not even going to try to pretend that I have this shit figured out yet, because I simply don't. I'm an authentic, honest motherfucker. I'll tell you straight up how it is. I don't have the answer figured out right now. But I feel like you could learn from this experience, because I can't be the only one going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I look in the mirror after a long day of hard work, and even though I've done everything right, I'm like, why do I feel like something's missing? And I ask myself like this question: do I feel like I'm living up to my potential? Do I feel like I am the version of myself who I want to be? Do I feel deserving of the life that I've always wanted? Why is my voice cracking up? Holy. And if the answer is no, then, what else could I expect from the universe? If I don't even believe in myself, why would the universe believe in me?